but men cannot live on raw carrots alone. Have you considered cooking them? You mean steaming, boiling, roasting, and the like? I suppose we could prepare the carrots in other ways, but our primary concern was efficiency. Was more efficient than sinking your teeth into a carrot fresh from production. I'd rather strange approach to take from one named Cooking Way, isn't it? Well, technically speaking, Cooking Way isn't my given name. When first created, we were all named in the old tongue, you know? The otherwise impenetrable parlance the Watcher speaks. After we received a great tome of words, a dictionary, that is, from your collaborators, we learned your languages, adverbs, gerunds, present continuous verb conjunctions, just the basics. Then we found the terms related to our given tasks and used them to form new names. Aren't they helpful? Really. Not really, but it does explain a great detail. Wherefore dost thou deem such a change necessary? The rest of your people arrive. We want to be certain they understand immediately what each of us does. Never be able to pronounce our original names anyway. Let's see. I hope our critiques, such as they are, were helpful to you. If you should decide to preserve flora and fauna from Theris as well, you would be able to offer the passengers a more balanced diet. Till such a day, when I pray comes sooner than later, it would appear that there is not but carrots on the menu. I mean, Charlotte got fucking nothing but flora and fauna to preserve. We're literally aboard fucking Noah's Ark here. These bastards. These bastards, dude. Second. Okay, sorry. Style to hero. I think we had our fill of carrots for now. Let's move on to the other necessities as well. Our clothing production is sure to impress this way. It's not going to, is it? I'm just gonna be pissed. Just chilling. That's fucking cool. I like that. All right, Living Way, what you got? Here we are, the Pearl production station. We've chosen to employ more traditional methods for the task, creation magics. Alan, in her infinite wisdom, blessed us with the self-same affinity for magic her people possessed. We have other amazing talents, of course, and I know you're dying to hear about them. But I'll regale you with the details another time. That said, we did run into a spot of trouble at first. Our magic alone was not sufficient to see our work done. In the end, we discovered crystallized ether was a wonderful catalyst that could provide us with the extra viz we need. My, how resourceful. Ah, the sweet sound of recognition. You will also be impressed to hear we've read all about the habit, or about your habit of changing attire to match your chosen profession. For the sake of efficiency, I presume, this has also been taken into account with our designs. Well, I take my word for it. When you can simply try on our clothes, make yourselves known to the workers, and they will see to the rest. It'll be awful, isn't it? I can already tell. Hello. Oh, I see. Ah, it's you. One of the visitors from Aetheris. Goodness me. Mapping Way wasn't kidding. You really are smaller than the Watcher. Alright. Here to try on sets of clothes, are you? What would you have me fashion for you today? An outfit that embodies my bloodlust. Bodies your what? Bloodlust. It's will only take a moment. I hate it. There we are, all finished. A perfect fit, if I do say so myself. I'd be lying if I said I understand what bloodlust is, but I assume it's something you enjoy. I made certain the clothes are flexible yet sturdy enough to endure whatever it is you plan to do while wearing them. I plan to murder. Just look at that, speechless. And there I thought you may not like it. If you have a mind to try something else, why not speak with my fellow artisans? I'm sure they'll be happy to oblige. Just continue wearing these garments in order to progress. You will change back to your normal garments if you move too far away. Look to your map. The garment changes effectively. Okay. Let's see. Got you. Ah, yes. I'm so glad my bloodlust has been satiated by these garments. Ouch. Yeah. Fuck. Yep. Hello. No one said you'd be coming. How can I help you? Just to try my clothes, really? Why, of course. It'd be my honor. You have anything in mind? I'm looking for clothes with altogether different design. I think I can handle that. Let's see. This should do. It's gonna be the same, isn't it? Yo, get the cheetah print. Some of my best work yet. You're a strange one, aren't you? Honestly, I wasn't sure what to do when you didn't ask for anything specific. I take my work seriously, ever, and am never one to disappoint. That ensemble is a blend of concepts from myriad professions, all-purpose attire for the modern man of Aetheris. I was worried how the concept would turn out when it put to the proof, but it looks stunning on you. Why don't you go and chill living way? I'm sure she's eager to see what we've come up with. Let's continue wearing it. Yeah. Okay, so. Ba-da-da. Dress for the occasion. I'm here in my new attire. My, don't we look splendid? The result of much trial and error, but I know the quality of work when I see it. Shh, you needn't speak. I can see your adoration for the moon and reports in your eyes. No doubt your friends feel the same, having sampled our creations. Oh, I can't wait to see what they look like. There's gonna fucking just... Ugh. It'd be funny if we all look the same. Oh, God. Sorry I've kept you waiting. He insisted we sample all of their concepts ere we returned. Barely. Says an ensemble most becoming. Yeah, he's funny. He's like, damn, this shit's kind of nuts, dude. Everybody else is like, I hate it. I think it's past time we return these clothes. Jesus. was so confident our garments would be met with your approval. What were we doing wrong? Washer taught us that in his time everyone wore the same robes. To otherwise was against social etiquette. Thought we could appeal to modern taste by tailoring the robes to specific professions, but professions, man. Please, you mustn't be so hard on yourself. Should we resort to evacuating the people of Theros? They will most likely certainly have need of your attire. It's clear you spared no effort in addressing our needs, but you must understand that we are not quite so homogeneous. Speaking of myself, what I wear now better suits my taste, even if it is of inferior make. But there are others whose choices may be influenced by traditions or personal experience. Rather than make assumptions for the whole, we must consider the individual and their potential preferences. Here we underestimate the complexity and diversity of your people. Even if we memorize every tome we received, I doubt we'd have fared much better. We were doing you a disservice trying to shower you with all of our baubles and frippery, thinking it was for your benefit when you'd be better off on your own. There are some who might agree, people who prefer to keep others at arm's length, even when they know they shouldn't. As one such former fool, I'd like to ask you a question. Plan to evacuate and escape the final days. Did it account for the reflections of the source as well? Not that I'm aware. We were born of Highland's love for Theros, the salvation of the people on that star. That star alone has been our aim. Surely it's better to devote ourselves to saving one world than divide our efforts across 14 and risking failing them all. I suppose you're right. Living Way, might we have a leave to explore best ways burrows unattended? You've given us much to think about. Why, certainly. I didn't even think about the other worlds. Fuck. Because at first you're just like, okay, we just fucking pick up everybody, go to a different one. Doesn't matter. But then every other reflection dies. Till later then. I may. Would you like to accompany thee a while longer? Really? I mean, you're more than welcome to. There's actually something I wish to speak with you about. Let's be off then, shall we? Damn. What you looking at, little rat? What you doing? My apologies. I wasn't trying to spy or anything. Everyone's been talking about the visitors that come from Theros, and I wanted to see what all the fuss was about. I was excited at first, but now I'm worried. What if the people of Theros refuse to come? What if we can't save them? It's clear we've made a mess of things. Oh, but wait. So I haven't visited the domiciles. Would you see them? To understand how wonderful the moon truly is, I'm sure of it. We're waiting for you by the teleporter near the entrance. Oh, and the name's Growing Way, by the way. See you soon. There's a teleporter? Fuck. I'm gonna walk all the way back. Da, 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 da. Da. Best ways burrow. Da, 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 da. Alright, going away. Show me how to use teleporter. You're here. You're really here. Thank you so much. Sorry, what should I call you? Daddy. Zoe King, huh? Like, even your names are amazing. Well, Zoe, be using this teleporter to enter the residential area. Whenever you're ready. To the area. The residential area. Stay hydrated, homies.
Ready in the teleporter.
Oh. Interesting.
Huh? Access to living quarters restricted due to reconstruction.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no!
What did you just TP me to, you little shit? Oh. It's like fucking back in the upper levels.
A private audience, as thou didst request, for reasons I know not.
Just a precaution. I'd rather I didn't have to ask the question at all, but I take my responsibilities very, very seriously. Do you and your friends, by any chance, find our accommodation wanting? Be honest, brutally even.
'Twould be ungracious of me to belittle the efforts of thee and thine.
Lovely sentiment, really, but the disappointment is writ plain on your comrades' faces. It's all the more frustrating since no one will come out and say what they find wanting. If there are faults in our work, we need to know. We can, we will do better. But time is not on our side. The final days will wait for no one. If your people are to be saved, we must take quick and decisive action. This vessel must serve as a home for as many passengers as possible, for far longer than we may like. Which brings me to my request. Our collaborators on Atheris are doing what they can to prepare for the voyage. Would you be willing to go and lend them a hand? Having seen the moon for yourself, you could speak to its many splendors, learn what else they might require, and assuage whatever concerns they have.
Wherefore wouldst thou entrust me with such a task?
How to put it? You're the only one who appears not to be wholly unsatisfied with our work. Oh, quite good at pretending that's the case, at least. Calm, collected, tactful to a fault. Very particular with your words, too.
He's got away with words.
You understand that, in the face of great danger, one cannot pursue perfection at the expense of practicality. The difficult choices must often be made for the greater good.
The fuck's that supposed to be?
And so fate doth conspire to set my feet upon this path once more.
Come again?
Idle musings. 'Tis no trifle thou dost ask, yet full well do I understand the urgency and necessity.
Oh, dear me! Dear me! I was terribly sorry for the mix-up. It's a bit of a malfunction. I hadn't realized the residential quarters were inaccessible, you see. But you're still in one piece. So, all's well that ends well, yes? Won't happen again. I promise.
Poor little buddy. He's trying his best. Interesting. Gosh, that was embarrassing. I promise to be more careful from now on. Since the residential quarters are closed for now, I've rerouted the teleporter for something. To allow travel between the floors instead. Hopefully it proves more useful in the meantime. A shame you couldn't see it, though. You really would have liked it. Now travel between the upper and lower floors the best way burrows via the teleporter. Oh, what the fuck? Alright, so all's well that ends well. I mean, it may not seem like it, but we've been playing this for far longer than I'd care to admit. Each time we woke up, we'd have long discussions about how we'd save as many as you as we can. But like everyone had an opinion on this or that. The one thing we all agreed upon was that the people of Aetheris would take action to save themselves until it was far too late. That's why we're striving to make the moon a vibrant, magical place they'd hop at the chance to visit, rather than waiting for the flames of oblivion to get them off their tails and force them to accept our invitation. Residential quarters may not be up to necessary standards just yet, but there are plenty of other places worth seeing. We're gonna look around the Curatorium, but wait until you see what's waiting for you at the east end of the borough. Follow me. Yes. The lower quarters. It up. It's either up or down, or up not. Yeah, so it has to be up, I think. Alright, growing way. Good, you're here. This door is the greatest in Zvel. It was named as such because it's the veil to end all veils. Most beautiful forest you'll ever see. Understanding that people of Aetheris enjoy taking leisurely walks through natural spaces and the like, so I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Alright, we start with a nice stroll through the fountain this way. Beep boop. Da, da, da. Say natural spaces. This is something. I don't know if I'd exactly call this natural. It's a space, all right, though. And of course, there's more enemies here. What the fuck? Oh, leader. Okay. So what do you think of the force? Isn't it positively pleasant? Simply sublime? I couldn't see the forest or the trees. I mean, I saw some. I think those are trees. You're pulling my tail. You're in the forest right now. Building this place was a challenge, let me tell you. We were born here. We'd never seen trees in person, let alone a forest. The vision set by our collaborators was quite enlightening. But after much deliberation, we decided to use crystalline constructs in place of living trees. Why? Thanks to our atmospheric circulation system, this place produces air as clean as that you'd find in the forest on Aetheris. Fountain here behind us, powered by the rather large crystal adorning its top, plays a vital role in supplying us with fresh water. Much time and effort went in the making of most spherical of spheres, and I dare say the unparalleled roundness speaks for itself. I enjoy nothing in the long stretch and the spots of relaxation when I come up here. You could do this stretch yourself. Sure, I will stretch. Yeah, get him. As a spirit, I feel more relaxed simply watching you. A sight worth the many years spent building this place. It's not too much to ask. It's always been a dream of mine to take a walk through the forest with someone from Aetheris. Could we maybe? Huh? You will? Oh, be still, my quivering whiskers. Alright, we're going, buddy. Through the forest. Through the forest. I was thinking, Zoe, that I could be more helpful to you by teaching you a little about the moon, what it is we do. When we were first created, the moon's sole purpose was to hold Zodiac, and there was absolutely nothing to be found here. Eventually, Hyland gave us our first task, furnish the moon with propulsion systems capable of facilitating travels to other stars. It sounds quite impressive, and I suppose in some respects it is, but it's only possible thanks to all the knowledge Hyland shared with us. We also had a lot of time to get it done. 6,000 years, give or take. But anyway, let's keep going. What's the extra spot over here? The rainbow crystal. What? No, I'm not sure what it is you do with the crystals on Aetheris, but we don't need them. Certainly not this one. It's possessed of all 6 elements: wind, lightning, fire, earth, ice, and water. Use crystals like these to maintain the moon's elemental equilibrium. It's worth mentioning, though, that because of Hyland's influence, being the embodiment of tranquility and stasis and all, manipulating the elements here is different than it might be on Aetheris. A conjuring of fire would sooner dry your clothes than singe them, for example. But put simply, the etheric conditions are ill-suited for growth, which is why the surface is mostly barren. Of course, this was all necessary to keep the raging energies of Zodiac in check. Gotcha. It's become to a surprise, but we didn't begin building the habitable areas until after the propulsion systems were ready. Jesus Christ. Considering how long it took, I wish we'd started sooner. Who would have thought we needed 4,000 years to make all this? Certainly wasn't work you dare rush either. You had to create infrastructure and countless supporting systems, some of which wouldn't be operational until hundreds of years later. And then there was this brief period where our productivity came to a screeching halt. What a bizarre red satellite. When a bizarre red satellite was sent up from Aetheris, the Elegance Mischief, I think. We thought maybe some new nefarious actor was colluding with Zodiac. All we could do was stand by and brace ourselves for the worst. And tell you how relieved we were when it was Hyland informed us when Hylas informed us of its destruction. Oh yes, it was much joyous humming that day. Jesus Christ. A lot of trouble today. Say, do you notice anything peculiar about the treetops? I mean, apart from the fact they're massive crystals and not trees. I'll give you a hint. It's the golden rings emanating from the glowing spheres. Along with the device fixed near the ceiling, we feel a role similar to the sun